Hey, Ike here, sharing my process of making my new comic book, First Son and Sword, and I'm on page 2 today.
Okay, on page one, I talked a bit about what I was doing as I penciled and inked and so on, how I was thinking and approaching it. This time, I think I would like to just talk about, just have a talk on a topic. You can watch the video here, and it's kind of sped up, but you'll be able to watch and see what I did on this page to complete it. But I'll just talk on a topic here. The What I wanted to talk about was the assessing where you're at and accepting that and taking action in the direction of your greatest development over time. So not like how can I make the best comic page that I can right today, but how can I develop a practice of being a sequential storyteller and grow and grow in becoming that practice, grow into the artist that I can be, the storyteller that I will be. And when you think that way, sure, you could say it's long term, 5, 10, 25 years, whatever. It is a long term way of thinking. But it's discipline. And I have found through other things in my life, like jujitsu, fitness, parenting, I mean, lots of things in life, I think, fit this mold that the important thing is, showing up, engaging in the practice, engaging with a community, and even if you don't feel like it, even if it's not the best thing you did that day, the best page or something, but there's an idea that you're engaged in that practice over time, and your goals are not immediate success, but something long term in terms of health and skill development and mastery. And so I've been making comics now like 8 years, I think. Let me think about that. 7 years, I guess. Um, and I've been pretty good about focusing on mastery during that whole time. And I've because of that, I keep making my own comic books too. That's one of the things that results from that. Um, I back to like needing to assess my real situation. Uh, how much time do I really have to commit to comic books when I work and make money in other ways than just full time comic book artist? Um, and so I have time limitations, energy limitations. Um, but there's benefits I have too, that by not having to earn money solely through this, that it's I can sort of tailor and develop in the way that I see fit. So instead of having to maintain a certain style or a certain pace, uh, please the publisher, editor, audience, whatever, um, I can stop a comic book halfway through and go to something else. I can change art styles halfway through a comic. I can do anything I want. I can tell any kind of story that I feel I need to tell. Now, if I was making a really good income from comic books solely, then maybe I would sacrifice my own development and practice for money. So maybe there would be, a case that I would do that for sure. I'm sure there would be. But I do have limited time, and it makes sense to me to maximize my development. So I need to be drawing on a daily basis. I don't always do that, but that's something that I'm realizing I really need to do, is at least do a little work every day. And I need to be making comic book pages, at least 1 or 2 pages every week, because otherwise I'm getting rusty and I'm not focusing on what I should be focusing on, which is storytelling through the art. So when I sit down to draw a page like this one, I am thinking about that bigger picture. So I'm not just looking and thinking, okay, what's the perfect way or the right way to draw this thing? How can I accomplish that? I'm thinking, how does this lead me to maybe the next level of style and technique and skill? Am I sitting with good posture and taking care of myself as I do this? Do I have the right kind of focus and attention to be improving, or am I tired and distracted, or just off in a way that I'm not going to benefit? If I were like watching a movie while I did this, then I probably wouldn't develop as much through the process as if I really focus on it. And it takes a lot of focus, and I'm learning more and more how important that aspect of it is. Is the focus. Yeah. So, yeah, for me, getting more clear about what is actually what I'm actually capable of sustaining in a healthy way. How much time I can actually commit to art, what other things I need to push to the side to make more time for art. And I guess I won't get into it too much, but this is one hell of a hard road to go down, because you're not getting a lot of validation from the world when you go this inner path. If you're not seeking out publishing, if you're not seeking out and drawing in the way that will get you the most fame or attention or money, to just go your own way and tell the story you want to tell, it's difficult. You have to be kind of harsh. You have to really believe in yourself, and deal with all the self-doubt to be able to go down that path. And that's another mental game that I've worked through, or have to keep working through. Is I find that when I put that pencil to the page, if I'm believing in myself, if I'm believing, if I'm just trying to express what I want to express and believe that it's going to be good, like what's intrinsic to me is good here, and I'll put it on the page, I end up making the best work when I have that in mind. And if I'm thinking otherwise, then it's a struggle and the work suffers. So to go your own path, that is the it's sort of like the benefit of this bad position that a lot of us find ourselves in, honestly. These days, there's not a whole lot of money to be made in comic books. There's not a lot of opportunities to get published. And there's not a lot of readers out there, not a lot of money in it at all. And so maybe, people could look at that and say, well, this is the wrong time to be doing this, to develop this career. This would be a mistake, or whatever. But they could see it as a negative. But it's also a positive, because there's no rules anymore. There's no bosses. You can make whatever you want to make. And there's so much instruction out there and so much community to find where you can learn from others, and interact and kind of learn new things. So so much opportunity, and yeah, I mean it's a pretty great time to be a creator. It's a hard road, and it's harder than maybe it's ever been. But I wouldn't want it any other way, because there's a great opportunity in it being a hard time, uh, and that opportunity is to develop something new, and to develop yourself in a new and unique way. And that's what I love in other creators, is when I see people that have done that, and that's what I am trying to do. And I've reached some level of success, and development. I can recognize my development since I started, and I'm happy to, share that development, share what I've learned with the community. And I guess that's sort of a tangent here, but that's what I want to do with this channel. I want to use video, this great tool that I've been ignoring, to share what I have learned, to share what I'm developing in myself, share this mindset stuff, because this is what I have to contribute to the community. There's a lot of starving artists out there, but this is how I can feed them. This is how I can feed people, and contribute. And it's not that I'm the greatest in the world. I'm far from it. But I do have my years of experience, my personality and development, my uniqueness to share, and that's something. It's a contribution. So we have to believe in ourselves. Like, it's not egotistical. It's actually humble to just be like, hey, this is what I do. This is my experience. This is what I can contribute to the community of creators and sequential storytellers. So I'm here to share that practice and encourage others to become their own practice of sequential storytelling. I guess along this same topic, there's quite a bit of time left in this video, so when I'm figuring out what I can do to develop myself and to become my practice over like a long-term focus here, one of the things I'm considering is what really fills me up, what feels captures my interest, is exciting, and that even affects how I draw the page. That's why my pencils are not tight, and then I have mistakes that I have to go back and fix. I still feel like I'm not there, but for me, my practice is supposed to be exciting. Like, I'm going to do my best work. I believe that for myself. I'm going to do the best and develop the best if I am doing things that just capture my interest, that excite me, that I'm passionate about. And that's another benefit of not being a professional, full-time paid creator, because there are so many creators out there that they are just struggling. They're just doing what they have to do, and they're not enjoying it very much. And there is no reason that I would have to do that. And I'm free to not do that. But yet I've found myself there. I have found myself, I've got to meet this deadline. I got to get this page done. I got to struggle through this or that. And I have to sit down and draw. I'm sitting down and drawing, and I'm not really that excited or enjoying it that much. And it's like, well, then why am I drawing that way? So for me, it's not, I guess this relates to burnout too. But for me, it's not, well, I just need a break from trying, or I'm burning out or whatever. Or I should quit and I'm got the wrong, wrong interest. It's, oh, then why am I drawing this? And why am I drawing it this way? If can I sit down to draw a page and be excited through the whole process and be challenged? And that's another reason that I want my pages to only take like 2 hours, because that is my attention span. I can do about 2 hours probably with focus and to actually be excited and passionate while I'm doing it. That's going to help your development. You're going to get better and better like doing that, I think. So like it's only to my benefit to do that, even if the work looks funnier, more awkward, more flaws in it. That doesn't matter, because in the long run, it's gonna be better and better and better. So I'm trying to become the creator I'm gonna be, but like follow my passion. I have to follow that path, and not a heavy, worn down, struggling Rocky Balboa. I mean, I get that may not be the best example because he looked pretty happy working that hard, but like, it's not like that. This is fun. This is play. And so I need to play. I need to play more and more, and make it more exciting. So that's why this art is getting simpler than any I've done before. And I'm enjoying it. And sure, I look at this page and I see lots of mistakes and things I could do better, but things I could have done better, or I could go back and fix and make better. But that is not that's time that's wasted. So if it's good enough that I feel like it tells the story, that people can enjoy reading it, because that is part of my goal, obviously, is to tell good stories in a good way. But if it's good enough, then leave it. Leave it like it is, because the time I spend going back and fixing, that is time that is taken away from my development, my passion, and doing things that excite me and so on. So minimize that as much as possible. When it comes to coloring comics, I try to find a way to do that, to manage the business aspect, or every aspect, my website and everything. Just how can I share on Instagram in a way that excites me, share on YouTube in a way I enjoy. That's why this video doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, or my channel. I enjoy sharing ideas. I enjoy showing what I do. I don't enjoy editing and all that crap. So I'm cutting all that down, cutting it out, and finding a way to still have good content. And if that's someone else's thing, they enjoy making cool videos, then sure, do it. Follow your passion, but that's not mine. And there's no reason I need to, because I'm free, because I don't make that much money from it. So I'm free to do what I want. And it's great to be free. And so many people don't feel free. They don't realize how free they are. So enjoy your freedom, follow your passion, and become your practice. And join me here on this channel as I go through my journey, and interact with me, message me, add in the comments, or go to the Clever Kaiju Discord. That's an art community that I'm a part of, and get connected. Okay. Well, I will just comment right here on this. I'm going back over the inks and cleaning up a few lines. Again, this is training. This is like, okay, I should do it this way next time. It only takes a few minutes, so it's not feeling like a drain on me to go back and see like what I should have done the first time, but also just keep it clean. especially because I don't even know if I'm going to color this comic. There's no fiddling with it later. Basically, it is what it is here. Yeah. I wonder what else I could say on the topic here as the video finishes up here. Yeah, I guess a little bit more about this practice here. I do not have an office space. I work out of a backpack. I work out of a pencil pouch. I have a setup here where I'm recording, obviously, and I bought some lights that I can pull out, but I can't leave that set up. I have to quickly set it up before I draw a page, and I just brought that up to try to say, like, you don't need very much. And maybe I'm a bit of a minimalist, but I don't need very much to be able to not only produce my pages, make my stories, but share it with people. And it goes back to mindset. There's been times that I've mostly not had an office. I may have had an office a few times, but wanting the appearance of professionalism and a space that you feel is at peace and is yours and stuff. Sure, if that can be fun to have. It can be nice, but oftentimes it's a trap. At least for me, I find it feels like a trap, that it's that somehow I need to attain and get this or that thing before I can really do and become my practice. And I don't need much. I need a sketchbook, and I need, like, this is a lap board. I don't even have a desk. I lean a lap board against a bookcase, like a little table bookcase, and sit on a bar stool and go at it. And that's good enough. And I have no interest in, paying for an office, having a house with an extra room that I have to pay for. And that means I have to work more hours, or something to detract from my practice. And I guess I'm just bringing that up to say, you don't need as much as you think you do to be able to begin becoming your practice. And especially at first, there's going to be a lot of struggle, a lot of doubting yourself, and copying other people, other artists, trying to copy them and not trusting your own voice. That's a natural process. And we all struggle with our identity and being ourselves, and developing our voice and stuff. And there's skills that can help with that, actually. But I encourage you, if you are new, try to do what's right for you. I remember my first comic book, the first 8 pages had a different style. I changed it and tried to simplify my lines. For the later pages, it didn't really speed it up very much, but I just kind of wanted that style, I guess, or that change. But what was fun with those first 8 pages I ever drew is, like, it looked like me penciling. Like, it looked sketchy. I didn't know how to use my ink pens and stuff. So it was like, it was rough and it was sketchy, and it looked like someone drawing, and yeah, it had flaws, but it has character too. And yeah, I mean, there's something beautiful about that. And what I'm trying to, that's one of the things I'm trying to do, is develop the way that I pencil and ink to, like, really reflect like a character, the way it did when I started. I don't know what a comparison would be. I was thinking of, like, a child dancing freely and they don't really know any techniques, but then they start to learn techniques and then they kind of suck. Because they just do those few techniques and they're trying to do it right, and they've lost that free movement. And eventually they learn to trust and develop free movement again using the techniques, and yeah, it's better at that point. So I guess there is a little bit of that, this sort of balance and back and forth, from like attempting to learn skills and do things a certain way versus just drawing freely. But yeah, and that for me, that's, to pencil and ink with character, paying attention to how I pencil and everything. I want to be able to make a pencil sketch of a character, and it instantly has a strong voice to it. It instantly has character. And if I were to ink that, it instantly has a certain character. And I mean, when you think of like an author or a poet, or a dancer, whatever, someone with a strong, it's really a strong voice that communicates on the page, and that's value. That's a rich thing that humans value, is to see a strong voice that's clear. And so pay attention, make your lines count, make your marks count. Speak with what you put down. And I mean, it's something I have to learn. And I'm a therapist, and I have to learn to pay attention to what I say and to how I listen. And here, when I'm speaking on this video, I have no script, I have no notes, but I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm saying and to be truthful with what I say. And that genuineness, if I can get that across, that's character. Okay, so this is a close-up of page number 2. That was page number 1 next to it there. And this is what I was able to come up with here.
So far, so good. It's been a struggle, but it's working out, and it's just going to get easier as I keep going. See ya.